or a tube. Still, it's all good exercise, everyone. There's Heartbreaker Dionne Warwick. Moments away then.
Well, hello there, disco lover. It is I, Sophie, and yes, this is your big summer party mix.
Sophie Ellis-Bextor's Kitchen Disco Big Summer Party.
The perfect soundtrack to your barbecue, your picnic, your road trip, whatever you're doing. Do not be shy. Dance like no one is watching.
It's about to go down.
If you smashed a vase, if you knocked over a lamp while you're jumping around, I take no responsibility. Do not blame me. You were just going with the flow.
Celebrate summer
blame you.
with Radio 2 and Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
Listen now on BBC Sounds.
Will do, Sophie.
BBC Radio 2.
Now, here's Bobby.
Thank you, Steve. Well, first of all, to the big queue on the M6 southbound. Now, if you're heading back from the lakes, really, from the Morecambe turn-off all the way down to the M55, you've got a big southbound queue. There was an accident to the M55. That's gone. In fact, it went about an hour and a half ago, but the delays remain. So it's a slow call through. Northbound M6, if you're heading up from 18 at Holmes Chapel, we've got a queue all the way to the 62 on that northbound side. Also on the M62, 38 Rothwell. That's where the accident was. Good news is out of the way. Bad news is back of the queue is 28 for Tingley. Back to the M6 again, 14 to 15. We had a breakdown between Stafford North and Stoke-on-Trent. Now it's gone. You've still got delays, but it's all clear now. M42 is a pretty big queue. This is both ways from the M40. That's why there's such big queues at the top of the M40 getting onto the 42 all the way up to Tamworth. Nearly you've got congestion both ways, but all lanes are open. M11, top of the M11 at 8 for Bishop Stortford. There was an accident. You've got queues, but they've got it out of the way quite quickly, so that should start to get better for you. A14 eastbound closed, 59 at Trimley St Martin to 60 for the Dock Spur Road. Queues back to the Orwell Bridge is going to be closed for some time as well. A16 at Albuquerque southbound is reopened following the earlier accident. Nottingham A52 Clifton Boulevard is closed. There's an accident at Silverdale Island through to the A606 at Wheatcroft Island and the A605 at Oundle. We've got it closed both ways between the A427 and Junction 17. Just a quick look at the M25. It's a big queue clockwise from 9 all the way towards 18. Across the top, bottom of the M1, queues all the way to 27 for the M11. Over the QE2 bridge, you've got a queue from 28 anti-clockwise, kind of 18 to 11 at Chertsey. Another one past the M23, and then a big queue into the Dartford tunnels where we had the broken down lorry at Orpington. It's queuing from Junction 4. Your M5 queues, so Bristol to Weston-super-Mare southbound, northbound it's Wellington still through to Porter's Head. Another one from me, half an hour.
Almost time for Serious Jock, and Tim's going to do his intro from Oxford. So what are you going to do this week then, friend?
Well, it's Aviation Day today. It's also the start of Aviation Week. It would have been Orville Wright's birthday today, as in the Wright brothers, first people to achieve powered flight. So it's planes, flying, aircraft, airports, aerodromes.
I like it. All right, first of all, I've got some effects for you. This is an onboard computer on a plane. And then I got the tannoy. So when you hear that, it's a very bad pun. Go ahead.
OK, cabin doors to manual. It's just after 4:15, and it's plain to see that the captain of the dance floor is strapped in and ready for another serious jocking. So, get your landing gear sorted out and fire up those flight decks. Aye, Jet, you've got some banging tunes and seatbelters for us.
Oh, seatbelters, I love it.
Got anything by the propeller heads? How about the So Solid cabin crew? All right on time by Black Box. Now don't get yourself into a flap. You're the flight of fashion.
Yeah.
Airline up those classic dance anthems.
Very good.
Prepare to throw some shapes on the Docklands floor and land the jocking.
Oh, yeah.
I like your altitude, silly boy.
Oh, I like your altitude.
This is going to be all right. The next 45 minutes will fly by. You're on final approach. Fasten your seatbelts, please. It's time to take off on another serious jocking.